And we both are the directors of the play that is called Clue.
What is Clue is a murder mystery that we have put together by our high school students here. This is a student-led show that also involves a bit of humor. Our show times today will last around an hour to an hour 20 minutes. And
in my part, I will explain a little bit of the security of the place. You see there's an exit. Here is another exit. That exit is going to be in case of an emergency. You're going to see that the actors is going to go through there because that's actually the exit for them. And your exit is going to be the one that you have in the back. You have a hall in the center, and you have two other pathways in the corners that you can pass by. The only thing is that back there I have a bunch of cables, so just be careful of myself. What was the other? Oh, yeah, the phones. This is too late for me. Okay, anyway, you are more than allowed to record, to do whatever you want. I will highly appreciate it if you actually invest your time instead of using your phone, just watching it through your eyes, because these kids have invested a bunch of hours doing everything that you're seeing right now. From the lights, from all the stage, everything, it has been built, created, modified, edited, and guided by the students. That's why I have Valeria here. I'm actually a teacher. I'm the drama teacher, but all the stuff that we do in school is actually student-led. So we hope you enjoy it. Sit back, enjoy the show, and we're going to see you later, okay?
thank you.
Thank you.
Monsieur, why are you standing here in the dark? You frightened us half to death.
Well, wouldn't want to frighten anyone to death, darling. There's so many better ways to die. Cook, Yvette, is everything ready?
Oui, monsieur.
Do you have your instructions?
Not the dogs, but the biggest one.
No. I want them hungry. Cook, dinner will be served at 7:30.
Sure.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but I've been awfully rude. You've no idea why you're here, do you? You see, it is the butler's job, me, to make sure that everyone here is comfortable. And, judging from the looks of your faces, I venture to say you haven't got a clue. But do not worry, you're not alone. We're all in this together. Well, not him. And at any rate, not to fear, if my calculations are correct. I guess they're on their way. Oh, and do not be alarmed. It's just the maid in the hall with the champagne cork. It's time to meet our guests. Good evening, sir. What's to be expected?
Oh, good evening. I'm not sure if I'm in the right place.
Yes, you're in the right place, Colonel. May I take your coat?
So, my name is Colonel.
Pardon me, sir, but you may feel obliged to my employer for the use of a pseudonym per se.
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I took an antihistamine before I arrived.
Ah. be known as Mrs. White.
Ironic, isn't it? The letter I received should refer to myself by my name, but exactly why?
Mrs. White, this is the maid, Yvette. Do you know each other?
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this woman before in my life.
Behold, said the Lord, I bring the flood of water upon her to destroy all flesh.
Bonjour, madame.
Speaking of flesh,
Mrs. Peacock, I presume.
cook.
Look, do you know each other?
Don't be ridiculous. I've never seen this woman before in my life. Who are you?
Hello.
Hello. Is this the right address to meet up Mrs. Body?
You are Mr. Green?
Yes.
Hold on.
Sit!
No, sorry, not you, sir.
Oh, I'm terribly clumsy at parties. Oh,
Not to
dear.
worry, sir.
Is there a cat? Pretty highly allergic. And give him a pseudonym. Lose it right up. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
It's a cool for me to take.
Apologies.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure for you all to see me.
Scarlet, welcome. I didn't realize you two were acquainted.
We were. You see, my car broke down and this professor gave me a ride.
Cocktail hour. I only drink on 2 occasions, day and night.
Lord, this really is a party. What is this godforsaken place anyway? I'll take you to keep this thing out of this.
This old place? This is Body Manor. Come, dinner.
No. I haven't even finished my champagne yet.
That was more like a cocktail minute.
We really ought to get people waiting. Cooking gets rather cranky. It can be scary too. Right this way, the dining room. But first, can of mustard. Mrs. White. Miss Peacock. Mr. Green. Is it right?
Thank you.
Miss Scarlet. And finally, Professor Plum. You may find your names by your faces.
Oh, all right.
Please be seated.
Come on, you can sit right here. Mrs. White, I think you're wise.
What's this all about, Butler, this dinner party?
Hold on, good time, madame. Please be patient. Pardon me, please.
Thank you. My bad.
Some very sturdy glass.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord, for this meal we're about to receive and for the gracious host. Whoever he is that has invited us here tonight.
Maybe the host isn't here because the host is dead.
I'm feeling awfully anxious about all of this.
Well, I'll guess I'll start the ball rolling. I mean, I have no idea what we're doing here, but I'm very intrigued. And oh my, this soup's delicious, isn't it?
I think hosting parties is definitely boring.
Well, it's an integral part of my life as a wife of a... Oh, I forgot. We're not supposed to say who.
I think I know who you are.
How do you know who I am?
I work in Washington, D.C. too.
Oh, so you're a politician's wife, huh?
Yes, I am.
So who's your husband? Maybe I know him.
Mrs. White, what does your husband do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he just lies around on his back all day. Sounds like hard work to me. He lies around on his back because he's no longer alive.
I like to follow the rules.
Oh, come
Yes.
on.
No.
How are we ever going to get acquainted if we don't say anything about ourselves? No judgments here. We are all God's children.
My apologies. There's no need to assume. I don't believe in God.
Well, if I wasn't trying to keep this conversation going, then we would just be sitting here in embarrassed silence.
Well, Mrs. Peacock, in my professional opinion, it sounds to me like you have a case of fear of silence-itis.
Is that an official diagnosis?
Are you a doctor, Professor?
I know a little about psychological medicine, yes.
Do you practice?
Not anymore. I currently work for the U.S. government.
So another politician.
Not exactly. See, I work for the Office of Social and Behavioral Studies. In other words, I study crazy, and I'm good at it.
Sounds fascinating.
Thank you, Colonel. You know, you really are a colonel, aren't you?
I am, sir.
Aren't you to mention the coincidence that you also live in Washington?
How did you know that?
I've seen you before.
So, Mr. Collins, you work in Washington too?
I do everything in Washington, Mr. Green.
Does anyone here not live in Washington, D.C.?
Where is that guy? Wadsworth?
Right here.
Where's our host and why have we been brought here?
Apologies. Pardon me.
You look like a communist.
Good evening, madame. You are eagerly awaited.
Thank you, Wadsworth. Have all the guests arrived?
In the dining room, madame.
That is scheduled. Need you to study as planned?
May I take your guides?
No. I'd like to come with me.
Make two more evidence, I assume.
Never. So it's much more fun to be surprised.
For God's sake, I demand to know what's going on here.
Where's our host?
Right. I believe you've all received a letter, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
We got one.
Do you have them with you?
Yeah.
Ah. And am I correct in assuming that these letters have instructed you to be present this evening because of a certain Miss Body was instructed to bring an end to a long-standing and confidential and painful financial liability?
Yeah, that's what it says. Word for word.
I've been practicing this, haven't you?
Could I interest any of you a fruit or dessert?
No!
Noted. Then I suggest we adjourn to the study for coffee and brandy, which I believe your letters will be explained, and the game will be afoot.
Hey!
Wait.
Wadsworth.
Do we bring in
Come here, I can't
I'll
believe
take this
this.
drink.
United States?
Excuse us.
Pardon me.
That's what I said. Yeah. I know.
So disrespectful.
You know I have ears, right?
Regardless of
How
how
mean.
disrespectful. Exactly.
I said
Very nice place here. I don't know. I love green.
You know, for such a big mansion, it's such a small couch.
Mrs. White, why did your husband disappear?
Thank you, Yvette. Cook, that'll be all.
Well, where's our host?
He's not here. No one's here. What is happening?
Please calm down, Mrs. Peacock. Try to have a drink.
My lips belong to the Lord.
Well, mine don't. Mind if I smoke?
For Wadsworth to open after dinner.
Thank you.
Hatsu! Gizzard nuts! There really must be a cat in this house.
This is not spelled correctly. My instructions are clear, ladies and gentlemen. It appears all 6 of you are being blackmailed. For some considerable time, all of you have been paying for what you can afford, and in some cases, more than you can afford, for someone who threatens to expose you to the public.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, who could ever blackmail me? I go to church every Sunday.
Yeah, lady, don't we all?
Anybody else wish to deny it? Right. Up until now, none of you knew who was blackmailing you. I hope I'm correct that the more deductive amongst you have reasoned in the last several moments it was Miss Body herself, and that the less discerning members of our cadre are experiencing that particular revelation right about...
It was Mrs. Body.
now.
Oh, enough!
My task this evening is to expose your secrets, rendering you all culpable in each other's indiscretions.
Don't you think you might spare us this humiliation?
I'm sorry, madame, but I do have my orders. We'll start with you, Professor Plum.
Lucky you.
Well, it's got nothing to do with it. Relax.
In my best memory, you were serving as a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur or crazy.
Yes, but now I work for the U.S. government.
So your work has not changed. But you cannot practice medicine anymore, can you? Your license has been lifted, correct?
I need a drink.
Why? What did he do?
Well, you know how well doctors aren't allowed to date their lady patients.
Yeah.
Well, he did.
That's
How unethical!
Making moral judgments, Mrs. Peacock. Then how do you justify taking bribes in order to let Senator Peacock's votes to set lobbyists?
My husband is a paid consultant. There's nothing sinful about that.
Well, not if it's publicly declared, perhaps. But wouldn't it be a sin if certain lobbyists are slipping payments to a sneaky senator's wife under the skulls of the old men's room at the old Ebbet Grill? How would you describe that transaction, Miss Peacock?
I'd say it stinks. When were you in the men's room?
So it's true!
No, it's a vicious lie!
But you've been paying your blackmailer for over a year now to get that story out of the papers.
Well, I'm willing to believe you, I guess. I too am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
me too. And me.
Not me.
Wait, you're not being blackmailed?
I run a top secret agency for classified affairs. Which branch? Legislative. Did you know that there are 535 members of Congress under classified affairs?
How pathetic. A man that needs to pay to spend time with a woman? That's a problem I'll never have.
Wait, is that how your new Colonel Mustard worked in Washington? Is he one of your clients?
Certainly not.
I was asking Miss Scarlet.
Well, you tell him it's not true.
No, it's not true.
Is that true?
No, it's not true.
So it is true.
A double negative.
What? Double negative? You have photographs?
Sounds like a confession to me, Colonel. In fact, those two negatives have both led to proof positive. I'm afraid you gave yourself away.
Are you trying to make me look stupid in front of the other guests?
Oh, please, you don't need any help from me, sir.
That's right.
Oh, since we're on the topic, Colonel Mustard, you hold a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. This negative was most certainly compromise your position.
Oh, this is an outrage. You can't do that to me.
Moving on. Mrs. White, you've been paying off blackmailer ever since your husband died under, let's say, mysterious circumstances.
I didn't do it.
But you're paying the blackmailer.
Okay, and I didn't want a scandal. He was deranged. He was a lunatic. He didn't seem to like me that much. In fact, he even threatened to kill me in public.
Why would he want to threaten to kill you in public?
No, I think that she meant he had threatened her in public to kill her.
And what was his final word on the matter?
Being killed is pretty final, wouldn't you say?
Yes, he was the one who died, not you, Mrs. White, not you.
Oh, what did that poor chap do for a living?
He was a scientist, nuclear physics.
What was he like?
He was a stupidly optimistic man. Matter of fact, it came to great shock when he was found dead at home. His head had been cut off and he was unclothed. I wonder why. But it wasn't me. I was out all evening at the movies.
What was showing?
The Naked Alibi.
A likely story. Did you miss him?
It's a matter of life after death. Now that he's dead, I have a life.
But he was your second husband, right? Your first had also disappeared,
He was an illusionist.
but he never reappeared.
He wasn't a very good illusionist. Matter of fact, my third husband, he was an electrician. I miss him the most. Well, up until he got electrocuted.
He's an electrician.
That's what I'm wondering. And finally, Mr. Green. He was a homosexual.
Not me.
I beg your pardon.
You asked, who is a homosexual? And I said, not me.
And I'm saying you're an idiot.
Wadsworth here is right. I am a homosexual. I feel no personal shame or guilt about this, but I must keep it a secret or I'll lose my job on security grounds. Thank you.
Good try.
All right, Wadsworth, you spilled our beans. What now?
Who is this Mrs. Body and what does she even want from us?
Well, I don't care. I'm leaving.
Hold on, madame. You can stay in denial that you cannot leave this household.
I am the wife of a great senator from Tennessee. You can't tell me what to do. Locked?
Locked! Indeed. Your doors are locked, the windows are barred, and the grounds are being patrolled by vicious dogs. There's no way out.
This is insane! Section 2 is horrible!
Excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Miss Body. Your hostess for the evening, and your blackmailer for life.
How do you do? Ladies and gentlemen, there is one more piece of information you may all like to have.
What?
Nothing small, it's just that the police are coming.
The
Police? When are the police coming? Why are the police coming?
In less than an hour, the police will arrive. The bridge washed up in the rain. They're expecting to find one mastermind and the criminals that she's detained.
That's us!
She's made it very clear that there's evidence here and that she has much to gain.
Unless
Unless what?
you agree to double down.
Double what?
Well, you pay me twice what you've been paying, and I'll tell the police it was all a funny call. You refuse, and I take this briefcase containing all the evidence needed to expose you and your wrongdoings to the police. I believe some of you would face a lifetime in jail, and others a lifetime of shame.
Well, we gotta get that briefcase. Go get it. Someone grab it.
Let's
go.
Well, there is something else you could do. A little favor that might change the game.
What would that be?
Settle down.
What's this about, madame?
In this bag, there are gifts that I brought from Washington. Things you might find a little useful this evening.
Oh, this has my name on it.
Why not? I enjoy getting presents from people.
I hope this is my pension.
A candlestick? What's this for?
A wrench? This is not the pension.
A lead pipe.
A dagger?
A revolver.
Oh my god, it's a knife! Oh, never mind. It's a rope.
Are you kidding?
In your hands, you each have a lethal weapon. You all showed up here tonight because you believe that the evidence against you was so terrible that you do almost anything to keep it a secret. And I'm here to put that theory to the test. Mr. Wadsworth, the only other person that knows your secrets, and it's costing me and you dearly to keep him quiet.
Mr. Wadsworth?
That's a lie!
He may look suave and charming,
Well, thank you.
but really, he's conniving and manipulative.
Oh, false!
Why do you think he called the police?
You called the police?
Because she instructed me to do so!
Did I? Or did Mr. Wadsworth call the police for himself so he can carry out his greedy threats? Report all our questionably legal behaviors to the police.
I would never!
Ladies and gentlemen, well, if you can somehow manage to get rid of Wadsworth, I have no need to increase your blackmail. As a matter of truth, if you can eliminate Wadsworth, maybe I can find it in my heart to eliminate your blackmail altogether.
After all I've done for you, this is what you do to repay me? Don't listen to her, she's a liar! I'm one of you, I've been blackmailing along with the rest of you!
Really? What did you do?
It's neither here nor there. The point is, I'm not a butler, I'm an indentured servant!
Don't make a scene, Wadsworth. It's over. The police are on their way. Ladies and gentlemen, kill Wadsworth and end your blackmail forever.
Get away from me.
Wait, quick.
Stand back! Stand back! Stand back!
Breathing?
Stand back! She's dead?
Who had the revolver?
I did.
So you shot her?
I didn't.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
Well, somebody grabbed it for me, and the next thing I knew, it went off.
Hold on.
I need a drink.
There's no gunshot wound.
He's right, there isn't. Look, there's a bullet lodged here.
But then, how did she die?
I don't know, being unbearably handsome doesn't make me a forensic expert.
Maybe she was poisoned by the brandy.
Speak up, calm down.
Oh.
I had to stop her from screaming. There's something I could have done. Right? She had been calmed down.
So you slapped her?
Why?
You just said,
What?
brandy. So, was the brandy poisoned or not?
Whoa, let me see. Looks like we'll never know.
Unless she dies too. Oh, what's that?
Wait for me!
Get behind me. It's locked. Who's in there? Who's screaming?
C'est moi!
Wait, Yvette.
Oui!
Yvette, are you alright, darling?
No!
Yvette, are you alive?
Of course I'm alive. Nothing to see you, boyfriend. You idiot! You locked us up in this house with a murderer!
Well, murderer?
Who? Where?
Where? Here, we're looking at. Or her.
What took you so long?
I'm an old woman in an aggravated state of shock. It's amazing I'm anywhere.
Wait, but Yvette, why were you screaming in there all by yourself? Because I was frightened. I also drank Z cognac. Maybe I am poisoned too, aren't you? I can't stay in there alone.
Not to worry, Bet. There is safety in numbers. Don't worry. I'll protect you. I'm very strong.
But what if you is the killer? Madame Body is dead.
The way to find out which one of them did.
What do you mean, which one of them?
Well, I didn't do it.
Well, one of us did. We offered the opportunity and the motive. This body was a bully and a liar to us all, including me. I would have killed her myself, but I didn't have access to a weapon at the moment. Only the six of you had the means to do it, so I'm saying.
Don't look at me. All I got was a candlestick. Who else was in this house?
Only the cook.
The cook!
Oh, you three.
Yeah, you're right there. Hold on.
The cook's not here.
Well, I think you better explain yourself, Wadsworth.
Me? Why me?
Well, who else would want to kill the cook?
You know what's that bad?
How can you make jokes at a time like this?
My defense mechanism.
Some defense. If I were the killer, I'd kill you next.
Colonel.
If, I said if, that's all. There's only one admitted killer here, and it's not me. It's Mrs. White.
I've admitted nothing.
Well, you paid the blackmailer. How many husbands have you had?
Mine or other women's?
Yours?
Just 5.
5?
You judging?
Yes.
Just the 5. Husband should be like Kleenex. Soft, strong, and disposable.
Oh, well, if it wasn't you, then who was it? Who had the dagger?
It was Mrs. Peacock.
Yes, but I put it down.
Where?
In the study.
When?
I don't know, before he slapped me after I was assaulted, who knows? Any of us could have picked it up. It must have been Mr. Green.
Where is Mr. Green?
Can somebody help me, please?
Get him up, get him up.
Ah, come on. Oh my God, you are
Your
hard
feet, soldier. Yes.
Ah, good.
Jax.
You're right. You are like that. Well, first things first, I suggest you take the cook's body back to the study.
Why?
Well, genius, there's a dead body, and if the police finds us, we'll all be in custody and under suspicion for murder.
Oh, murder, right.
Murder.
Okay, and secondly, I'm the butler. I'll let you keep the kitchen tidy. Do you know how hard it is to clean blood off these walls?
I don't know. Have you had to do that before?
Yeah, do you know how to do that?
Yeah, how did you
no,
know that?
getting back to the
Ah.
kitchen.
Also, you go
I'll
back.
get it.
Follow the man. Thank you.
Yeah.
This reminds me of my days back in the World War II.
For such a light,
All right, yeah.
for such a lightweight looking cook, she's heavy. Oh my goodness.
Wait, something's not right.
What?
Wait. The body's found. Wait a minute.
Found no body? Mrs. Body? Mrs. Body is gone!
Maybe she wasn't dead.
She was.
She couldn't have been dead.
She was. Or at least I thought she was.
Maybe there is life after death.
Life after death? Life after death seems more improbable than fun after marriage.
You really are miserable.
Well, if you excuse me, I was about to. Is there a little girl's room? We
missing and 1 present. The imminent arrival of the police in 37 minutes.
Wadsworth, am I right in thinking that there's nobody else in this house?
No.
So then there is somebody else in this house.
Oh, sorry, lad. I meant no meaning yes.
No, meaning yes. Look, I just want a straight answer. Is there somebody else in this house? Yes or no?
No.
No, there is or no, there isn't?
Yes?
There seems to be some confusion about whether or not we are the only people in this house.
There isn't, sir.
You mean there isn't any confusion or there isn't anybody else?
I mean either. Or both.
Just give me a clear answer.
Certainly. What was the question?
Is there somebody else in this house?
No!
That's what he says, but does he know? Look, we've got a killer and a missing dead body on the loose and all these weapons, the rope, the dagger, the revolver, the candlestick, the wrench, and where is the lead pipe?
It's Mrs. Biden!
Miss Peacock, what happened?
I opened the door and there she was. She lied.
Dead people don't lie.
Well, she's certainly dead now. Who would want to kill her twice?
It's what we call overkill.
But why?
Makes the difference to her.
Makes a difference to us. Look, you have to find out who killed her, where, and with what.
This is awkward. It seems like it was probably with the lead pipe.
10 points, Professor Plum.
What kind of game are you playing, Wadsworth?
This isn't a game.
Why are you shouting?
I'm not
You're supposed to
shouting. All right, I'm shouting. I'm shouting. I'm shouting. I'm shouting.
Why are you allowed to lose your marbles? I believe you're trying to do something useful, okay? Have they all forgotten the evidence against us?
The evidence?
Bonnie's briefcase is locked. There might be a key.
The key. Oh, Mr. Green, would you be so kind as to search Miss Bonner's pockets for the keys to the briefcase, which holds the evidence of our past transgressions, so that we may get rid of said evidence forever and rid ourselves of any chance of future blackmail?
But she's so bloody.
Here, I'll do it. It's not here.
It's not. Have me the briefcase. Okay. Where's the wrench?
Wait, why would you use a wrench to open a briefcase?
I don't know. It's empty.
Empty? Then where's all the evidence?
Ha! I told you Potter was a liar. Had the evidence in her briefcase, my foot.
But where is it? What does she have with us? I can't stand all this absurdity.
Well, I can assure you that Miss Body possess certain individual files containing devastating and incriminating evidence against each of us, kept in one large BC blackmail envelope marked confidential. But where that envelope is now and what it contains, I cannot say. All I know is that if found, we are all corners.
We must find that evidence and destroy it at any cost.
So we can go on with our miserable lives.
Evidence aside, we're in a room with 2 dead bodies, 6 murder weapons, and the cops are on their way.
Not to mention that there's a crazy homicidal maniac running about. Alright, first things first, we put the weapons back in Body's briefcase and lock it in the drink closet.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Good call.
Wow.
Campaign.
We're at a release large. Is that it? Is that everything?
Right, but we're getting one more. That's a package.
Remember, the remote was on.
Wait.
Let's study.
No!
But there is a phone in the lounge.
No, that one's missed.
She can use that right. She can use
Scarlet,
it.
yeah.
I made this stress. Right this way, madame. Oh, and perhaps I can make your coffee be good enough to wait in here. All right, I'm up again.
Okay.
The police are coming in estimated about 29 minutes. That gives us plenty of time.
To do what? Get killed?
I understand that we must identify the murderer, but my first concern is recovering that damned evidence.
But how?
I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search the house.
Split up?
Yes.
But what if one of us runs into the murderer?
Then one of us will discover who the murderer is.
But then one of us will be dead!
And this is war, Pika. Casualties are inevitable. You cannot make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Every good cook will tell you that.
But look what happened to the cook!
She's over there.
Are you willing to take that chance?
What other choice do we have?
None.
Suppose you're right.
Tonight.
I swear to God there's a cat in this house.
All right, troops. Divide and conquer.
And remember, no funny business, any of you. We must work as a team. Oh, who am I kidding? It's not like any of you would come across the missing evidence and then purposely hide it to clear yourself of evidence and then blackmail the rest of us to secure yourself and receive me with substantial fortune.
I would never think
God
of doing
bless
such.
America.
Good. Then you know you found the dirt when you find an envelope marked confidential.
That's essential.
And consequential.
All right, everyone, be back here in 10 minutes.
But what if one of us doesn't come back?
Well, remember you fondly.
Alright. I'll get that.
Over there.
6 suspects, and now 2 murders, and 1 piece of damning evidence still hidden somewhere in this household. Police due in, oh God, 25 minutes. We cannot take any more chances. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Ushers, lock the doors. Now we're all in this together.
I'm a little nervous. I'm in this big house and I've been locked in the lounge. And there's all these people here having some sort of party. The funny thing is, let me tell you this. One of them is my old boss from...
Where is it?
Where's what?
Damn it, she snatched out my head, you idiot!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Either give it up or I say soprano!
All right, I admit it. I snatched it, but someone snatched it from me.
No!
Oh, don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you!
Yes, you are. You're looking at me right now.
Hey, look! Goat lettuce, my favorite. Smell divine. Did you know that from the pills on your neck it smells irresistible, man?
Who?
And oh my god, it murders!
Just relax. It's just a little flower. You don't have to get so emotional.
Not the flower kernel, smarty pants. Look, secret passageway. Come on.
Well, ladies first, Miss Scarlet.
Oh, heroic.
Well, where are we?
How should I know? The lights are off.
We'll turn them on.
I wouldn't even see anything.
All right, well then maybe this will help.
Oh, the lounge. First take the lounge.
Quite the oversight considering the dead motorist in the chair.
Dead motorist.
Ah! Help! Murder!
Let us in, let us in!
Let us out! Let us out!
The door's locked, obviously.
What? Where do you want the motorist in here?
That's right, I did, the key. No, backwards. I don't have them, they're gone.
Run! Wadsworth, please help us. There's a killer on the loose.
There's no other alternative. Stand back. I'm going to bust down the door.
Is this a push or a pull? It's a knife.
Are you okay?
I have an idea.
Oh my God! I think
Thanks, Sherlock.
I knew it!
Okay.
Come out. The door is now open. I'm done shooting.
Why were you shooting at us?
Open the door.
Well, you could have killed us. I could have been killed. This is not a battlefield.
Well, la-di-da, you really are something else, huh, French fry? Say, where did you get that gun in the first place?
The room closet. It was unlocked.
Unlocked?
That's impossible. I had the key. No. I forgot about this one. I forgot. They're gone.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you threw the key to the broom closet, Wadsworth.
I did say that, Professor Plum, but I did not do that.
So
I
you're
apologize.
procrastinating.
Wow. Well, I want to say it that way. We all got distracted by the motors at the door, and I forgot. But one of you must have snatched the key from my pocket while we were searching the house.
So, in conclusion, that means whoever stole the keys is the killer.
Precisely.
I'm so smart sometimes I impress myself.
Speaking of the killer, you know there's a dead body in the lounge, you know? Again? The nurse is dead!
Actually, I have been smelling something foul.
I mean, it's a dead body.
Okay, she's right. Now there are 3 unsolved murders.
Which one of you? We found it together!
But how'd you get in there? The door was locked.
We got a secret passageway from the conservatory to the lounge.
Who designed this place?
The Parker brothers.
Maybe they'll go away.
I'm gonna open the door. It's not very suspicious and it's the good thing to do.
Wait. Oh, don't worry, it's not the police.
It's the police.
Good evening. We've been expecting you. We haven't. No.
I found an abandoned car outside the gates of this mansion, and I was wondering if a motorist by chance had come here asking for help.
No.
Not at all, no.
Well, actually, yes.
No!
There seems to be some confusion.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
No, that's the library, Professor Blow.
Well, I mean they're connected, so it doesn't...
Let me handle this. Officer, you may use the phone in the library.
You know, you all are acting rather peculiar. Mind if I take a look around? What's going on downstairs?
No, thank you.
Excuse me?
Right this way, officer.
Actually, I'd like to take a look around.
Please don't. Please don't.
I'd like to take a look around.
Sure. Oh, I know. I'll take you on a grand tour of Body Manor. This place was built by Lord Reginald Body in 1784.
By Sir Charles Scribbling.
Well, what do you use for mahogany for making canoes? Can you do one?
I just touched a dead body. Oh my god.
Notice the rust doorknob, officer. Travis specifically put Lord Water by his body in 1878.
Look, mister. I do not care about the brass doorknobs or anything. What is going on in those rooms? Why are you acting so weird?
What 2 rooms?
The lounge and the study.
Oh, those 2 rooms.
I think I should take a look.
I don't think you should, officer.
Why not?
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Because it's too shocking.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it. Ain't your face to really show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
I didn't know it was that free.
Excuse me?
Evening, officer. How do you do?
He's been drunk. Dead.
You want to sit?
Oh, no, thank you.
Killed if you do. Killed if you don't, I guess.
Sorry?
Slow the evening, officer.
You two. You know, I'm not even fully sure what you were so worried about. These people are just having a good time. Why didn't you tell me it was a party?
My apologies, officer.
Can I use the phone now?
Certainly.
Well,
Thank you.
All's clear. You can come out now.
whatever.
Well done, all of you.
Makes it look like that.
That was good with the drink and everything.
You know, that was a really nice touch, that alcohol bottle.
It was.
Oh my goodness.
Careful. All right. Let's get back on track, everyone. All right. We have to finish searching the manor. The police will be here in about 17 minutes.
All right.
But didn't the police already came?
Oh, no. Not the criminal investigation police, but the broken down car police. Now, we have to find that evidence and we cannot afford to have any more murders, please.
Well, if you ask nicely, okay.
I'm sorry. May you please not kill anyone?
Sure. All right.
Is somebody going to do anything about
And a
Yeah, you know, just leave it there.
I'm wearing gloves, who cares? Okay, you know what?
Hello? Hello? Anybody hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
It's me.
Oh, I thought you were the killer. God, did somebody cut the line? Hello? Oh, God. Oh, good. You can hear me. Listen, there's something funny going on around here. The lights just went out and... Listen, I found this abandoned car. Do you remember that mansion on top of the...
There's one right here.
It's darker than I thought.
The Lord said, let there be light.
But did the Lord happen to mention why the lights were shut off to begin with?
Oh, who cares? We're still in the dark anyway, and we're no closer to unearthing the evidence against us and solving the murder.
Wait, do you guys hear that?
Kind of sounds like a telephone's off the hook.
I think it's coming from the library.
That's where the killer must be.
Everyone, stand behind me.
What are you afraid of?
A fate worse than death.
No, just death. Fair point. Excuse me, Mr. Cobb. Are you all right? Do you require assistance? A phone book, perhaps?
Hey, Copper. The butler asked you a question, all right? Pick up the phone already, or I will.
Yes, we should be safe here.
Hey, I'm gonna open the drapes. Maybe we'll find an escape through the window.
Yes.
Is this house infested with dead bodies?
haunted house at this point.
Wait, where's that awful smell from coming from outside?
Right. I do smell that. Metallic. I'm gonna check. Just peek.
Colonel, since you're such a colonel, why don't you look for us?
Yeah. I told you what my job entails.
The cat's
That
already...
is not the cat. That is a singing telegram. You still pay for those?
Singing telegram.
I mean, those are nice once in a while.
Either way, that's 3 murders in 3 minutes. That's our best record.
This is getting pretty serious, everyone. Six murders, and now 6 suspects. First, this body in the billiard room, cook in the kitchen, the motorist in the lounge, cop in the library, vet in the ballroom, and finally, that strange girl outside the hall. And still, we cannot find the evidence no matter how hard we look. Our evenings, yes, may be gifted at breaking a law, but when it comes to breaking a case, they might need some extra help. Now, who was the murdering man? I'm sure you have your suspicions, all of you. But we have no time to discuss that now. The police are nearly here. Very well then. In order to find out who the murderer is exactly, we must start at the beginning. Sometimes the most obvious answer. Let's right under our noses.
I thought the cat was dead.
Thank you, Colonel. So nice of you to join us. I shall take you through the events of the evening, step by step. And try to stay with me. Right. Yvette was here, standing to offer you all a glass of delicious champagne. The door rang. It was you. I recognized you as Colonel Mustard. Yvette gave you a drink. Delicious. And then the door rang again. Ding dong. And then the pale and tragic Mrs. White. I introduced you to Yvette. They flinched. The rumble upon them, a crash of lightning. and then Peacock, Green, Scarlet, and Plum all arrive consecutively. And then that's when the cook rang the gong. Gong! And that's when we return to the dining room. All parts of find your places. The short space, my favorite. And you had a letter, and you had a letter, and you had a letter. Getting there. And then we went to the study. Miss Body gives you gifts and you open them. You had a gift and you had a gift. I'm sorry, don't yell at me. And then Miss Body switched off the lights.
Oh my god, it's
Nice! Exactly! What do you mean, no? Okay. We all thought Miss Body was dead, but she wasn't. She was really alive. And then Mrs. Peacock drank a drink. But then, someone suggested that the brandy might be poisoned!
I had to stop her from screaming.
But then, suddenly, we heard people screaming from the bed in the billiard room! It was right here. Right here. What? You looked in, there was a murder, you idiot! But one of us wasn't there.
It was Mrs. Peacock!
I was there with the rest of you.
We all heard Yvette scream. We all ran from the study, but you lagged behind. I was at Yvette's state of shock. It was the perfect time to commit murder.
God forbid.
May I?
Be my guest.
It was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with a dagger. I found your dagger in the freezer, Mrs. Peacock, and it was your poor dagger that stabbed that bloody cook in the back.
Poor woman. Wait, I thought you liked her soup.
It was my favorite.
Now, since we're on the topic of the cook, to the kitchen! Mr. Green, you went over the cook's work for approximately 2 minutes and 57 seconds before we even realized you were gone. I then suggested that we take the cook back to the study. But wait! Body's body was gone. And then Mrs. Peacock stumbled into the room, screaming again. Body on her body because Body having hunted by the bathroom interfered with a lead pipe.
It was Mr. Green in the billiard room with the lead pipe.
Preposterous!
I found your disgusting little hanky just outside the bathroom in the billiard room. Couldn't stand the fact that Mrs. Body was getting away with it, huh? So you bashed your brains up?
Don't be ridiculous. I can't stand the sight of blood. I'm hemophobic. It wasn't me.
I thought you were gay.
He means homophobic. Okay. That's right. Then, that's when we decided to destroy the evidence in Body's briefcase.
That's when we locked away the murder weapons and went to the front door to lower the key. To the hall!
We opened the door. Oh, I forgot. And that's when we discovered the motorist.
Who got killed in the lounge?
It was Miss Scarlet in the lounge.
I don't think
Nope, it
that
was
wasn't-
not.
that was not her.
Not me.
Totally wasn't
Okay,
me
I'm
either.
so
It was
sorry.
Colonel Mustard!
Ah, you got me.
In the
I
lounge
never lounge.
with the wrench. You stole the key to the broom closet, grabbed the wrench, and bit the key.
Didn't even know the woman.
We'll see about that. What is this? Let's see what it says. To Colonel Mustard, your driver for life. Michelle the motorist.
Give me that.
Plus, I found you looking suspiciously in the conservatory. The scarlet flowers opened a secret passageway. If I remember correctly, the scarlet flowers always had 5 petals. This one only had 4. Meaning you already plucked one to the loud where you pummeled the flowers to death with the wrench.
Never underestimate what you can do with a wrench, Colonel.
I know. How do you think I fixed the sink?
I saw a leak. I don't know
Are
about
you
that.
kidding? Oh, thank God, that's been leaking for months.
We got an awful house.
I'm sorry, it's old.
I can tell.
And then the doorbell rang again. Ding dong! And then the cop arrived.
That cop who got killed in the library.
Okay, so now it was Miss Scarlet in the laboratory of candles. I didn't kill her.
Bingo.
Oh, really? Then why did I find the cop decapitated? And why did I find her cigarette holder in a stack of books from the library? Oh, give me a break! You found my cigarette holder before the cop even arrived. What were you doing there, huh? Plot a murder? How can I plot a murder if a cop didn't even know what's coming? I rest my case. I didn't kill her. I know who killed the singing telegram girl.
Wait, you do?
It was Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver.
But how could I? Yvette had the revolver when she shot the lounge door.
When the cop arrived, we all ran to the front door, where she passes with you. You hid in that stupid French hat of yours. I found it later when we were searching the house.
Where is that? Proves nothing.
Maybe we should slow things down, huh? Then you shot the singing telegram girl before she could finish her cramp rolls. Wonder what kind of dirt she on you, huh? Bet she was an old patient of yours or something, right?
I have never seen that girl before in my life. This is ridiculous. It wasn't me.
There's still one more. Mrs. White did it in the billiard room with the rope.
I'd rather die.
Well, I saw you cringe when you came in tonight and noticed a bit. You know, you mentioned your third husband was an electrician. Stands to reason you know your rare on an electrical panel. So as you switched off the lights and strangled him with a rope.
Well, you see, I didn't notice her, but I didn't do it. You see, she had a torn love affair with my late husband. The flame on the side of my face screaming me from.
Are you all right, Mrs. White?
But I did not do it.
So in summation,
Thank
covered everything.
God.
It was Mrs. Peacock in the kitchen with the dagger, Colonel Mustard in the lounge with the wrench, Miss Scarlet in the library with the candlestick, Professor Plum in the hall with the revolver, Mrs. White in the ballroom with the rope, and finally, Mr. Green in the billiard room with the lead pipe.
Wait a minute. There's still one thing I don't understand.
One thing.
Freeze! Oh. Nobody move.
Now two.
What's worse?
You can call me Walter if you want to.
But that's your real name, isn't it?
You don't thought it was Miss Body who was killed tonight, but that's impossible.
But she bled all over me.
Think again. It wasn't Miss Body who was bleeding.
But if Body wasn't Body, then who was she?
He was White's wife, my butler.
Then you're Mr. Body.
I want to thank you all for killing off my network of spies and informers for me, which you all did splendidly, by the way. And with the added bonus of our evening together, that puts each and every one of you on the hook for murder.
Murder? You'll never get away with this. The police will be here any minute.
Who said the police are gonna come, genius?
Oh my God.
Stories! To put it in simple terms, nobody called them. They were never on their way. Oh. So here's what we're gonna do, kids. We're gonna stack the bodies in the cellar, lock the cellar door, if you know what I'm saying, and then we're gonna leave quietly and forget that any of this debacle ever happened, right? Forget about it.
I can't forget all this.
Oh, and I almost forgot the best part. With Moira on the menu, the price of blackmail just tripled. Now get moving, you lot.
Wait a minute. We can rush him. He's got more bullets left than I gun.
Come on. You don't think I'm gonna fall for that old trick?
It's not an old trick. There's one John Dixon body in the study, two for the cat, two in the lounge door, and one for the sweet telegram girl.
That's not 6.
1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
No, there was only one shot that got the cat. That means it's 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1.
Even if you're right, I mean 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1.
My brain hurts. Oh, okay. But 2 plus... Hold on. Now shut up! The point is, there's only one bullet left in this gun, and whoever moves it, we're gonna get it, bozos.
So, you're just gonna keep on blackmailing us, and we'll go on with our lives, and like none of this ever happened.
Why not?
I'll tell you why not.
Very good.
Mr. Green? FBI? That sniveling stooge! Did you not see this coming? I mean, neither did I. It was completely out of left field. Baseball game. I said, look like I'm not
Quick time, the audience, Wadsworth, the jig is up.
Wait, you're really FBI?
That's right. The real Mr. Green got a letter just like each of you, only he came to the bureau to ask for help. I'm an agent out of the Hartford office who's found a dead Mr. Green. This place has to be a sting operation.
Such a stage. 6 people died on your watch. Not to mention the poor cat.
They had to use me because the real Mr. Body here knows what Mr. Green looks like. I used to work at the Hartford desk on property crime, you know, theft, fraud, the like. I'm becoming a bit of an expert on the other pickpocketing. So this beautiful file of our confidential ends up with me tonight and not any of you.
You have the evidence?
We have suspicions of what they might find here, but never imagined they would be this rich. Take a look, shall we? First, we have Miss Scarlett's accounting book for her classified affairs service, might I say.
giving plenty of motivation as for why she would kill the cop. Who's listed right here on her payroll. Next, we have Professor Blow. Seems that singing telegram girl was the daughter of the head of the U.S. Department of Social and Behavioral Sciences. Your department, I believe. Looks like she was just about to come clean to her father. Most certainly would have cleared you out. Guess that's why you killed him.
Now, see here. No.
And Colonel, the negatives you spoke of earlier. Wow. Wow. Guess you wouldn't have gotten to keep your important military position had your driver, the motorist, told your Major General where he drove you to every Tuesday night.
I just wanted somebody to talk to.
Talk, yes, very democratic way of putting it.
I'm a Republican.
I thought you were the communist.
No, you were the... Wait, you're wearing red! You're the communist!
I'm not a communist.
Shut up! Sure look like one.
I'm not.
Okay.
Why am I putting that you? Next, this is Peacock. Your Bible. Made it pretty easy to stash the cash for bribery. No? Guess your old cook should have kept her mouth shut. Maybe if she had, she would still be alive.
God forgives all. God forgives all.
And Mrs. White, you really did hate him then.
The flames on the side of my face.
I have some evidence here showing your fingerprints from the crime scenes of your previous murders.
I wore gloves.
Mean these?
Damn it!
And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Bobby Body.
It's Robert Bartholomew Esquire Jr. III.
I hold in my hands a FBI file on the entire Body family. Your butler, Wadsworth, has been feeding us information for months. Your shot missed him in the study earlier, but he wisely played dead. Awfully good actor, had us all convinced, Professor.
Wait, what's that to do with me?
You're the one who checked she was dead.
Well, okay,
Now you're a real doctor.
Yeah,
I told you I knew a little bit about.
So when we heard of that scream, and we ran to the kitchen, your sneaky butler tried to make his escape by the bathroom, where you bludgeoned him to death with a lead pipe.
Come on, that was convenient.
And you left her dead, propped up against the door for poor Mrs. Peacock to encounter moments later.
You swine.
Dirty move.
The Body family has been wanted for organized crime, blackmail, murder for generations, but have always eluded the law. Until tonight. I think it's about time for the big Body family business to come to a dead end.
Leave my family out of this. Man, he shot him so fast. The sound of the gun came. I'm hit. Wow. I've never seen that.
Top secret government technology. I wouldn't know.
I'm hit. I'm hit. Oh. I'm hit. Hey, he missed.
Put that thing away. Man really goes with a big iron on his hip, huh?
He's still alive.
I shot you 5 times!
Okay, we get it. He's dead.
He's gone. What is that?
Is this how every FBI agent acts?
By the dawn's early
Oh my god.
Shut up!
You should have had many more bullets.
Stop! That's 1 + 2. 2 + 1.
That's one question.
That's enough, Mr. Green. Or what was it? Larry Goodman?
You find this funny. You shot him 8 times.
I'm getting a promotion, that's why it's funny.
Isn't your brother that lawyer guy? Larry Goodman? Saul Goodman?
I'll tell you, tonight's been the most exciting night I've had in a long time. Including 50 Cent here. But you're all under arrest. Boys!
Whoa!
Mr. Green! What the fuck? I didn't do anything!
Go! Yeah, y'all are some scum. You know that. They all did it! Take away! Who are you? Larry Goodman, FBI. But I'm Larry Goodman, FBI. I'm Larry Goodman.
Oh my god.
So, yes, I'm Larry Goodman. Who are you? And now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
I thought you were gay.
I can do